Coronary artery disease, also known as ischemic heart disease or simply heart disease, is the leading cause of death worldwide, killing more people than diabetes, cancer, and road incidents. It accounts for 30% of all deaths in the US and 20% of all deaths in Europe for over 35 years, affecting approximately 120 million adults based on the 2019 report. My name is Jennifer Liu. I'm incredibly honored to participate in Carnegie Mellon University's Robotics Institute Summer Scholars Program, working in the Auton Lab. I will be presenting my work on generating stenosis regions of interest in X-ray coronary angiography using deep neural networks in collaboration with Dr. James Kyle Miller, Dr. Keith Diefenbach, and Dr. Artur Dabrowski. Coronary artery disease is characterized by plaque buildup in the epicardial coronary arteries, reducing cardiac blood flow that causes a mismatch between oxygen supply and demand. This plaque buildup causes the inside of the arteries to narrow over time, and this is called stenosis. Despite advancements in novel imaging modalities, invasive coronary angiography remains the gold standard diagnostic tool for coronary artery disease. This procedure involves threading a catheter into the blood vessel and obtaining dynamic X-ray images. X-ray coronary angiography is often met with a number of limitations. In addition to being labor-intensive and time-consuming, visual assessment of stenosis severity is often associated with variabilities due to the lack of uniformity, as well as the presence of artifacts and noise in these images. Studies even demonstrate that visual interpretations of these angiograms alone underestimate the degree of underlying disease, which ultimately leads to a delayed diagnosis. Thankfully, the promising prospects of object detection methods can be leveraged to address this challenge. Prior works in the field of automated stenosis detection have successfully identified regions with stenosis employing a two-stage detector approach. This approach raises concerns around diagnostic efficiency. The slow image processing speed of two-stage detectors might not be optimal for this specific application, as it involves radiologic exposure and obviating repeated contrast injections. In this work, we propose a one-stage detector approach with a RetinaNet architecture to generate possible stenotic regions of interest in coronary angiography, an integral part of the end-to-end pipeline towards grading stenosis and diagnosing coronary artery disease. By generating these images with possible stenosis, further segmentation and classification tasks can be done to create interpolation of the degrees of vessel obstruction, generating syntax scores, and finally determine the right treatment options for patients. We selected the most efficient CNN architecture to be the RetinaNet to generate bounding boxes on stenosis regions of interest. Here, Table 1 highlights the stenosis detection performance in different models, with the best performance being the redesigned RetinaNet with optimized anchor configurations and trained with the improved dataset. We achieved 0.7 precision and recall on the determination of stenosis, significantly outperforming the state-of-the-art baseline one-stage model, which is YOLO version 5, by 30%. In addition to that, Figure 2 highlights the visual results of inferences made by the best RetinaNet model. The red boxes illustrate the ground truth, while blue boxes are predicted stenosis. In summary, as mentioned, our precision, recall, and dice coefficient of the best RetinaNet model outperformed the state-of-the-art one-stage baseline detector. While our model's inference time did not surpass that baseline, it outperformed the best two-stage detector as quoted by Danilov et al. By 58 milliseconds. The best RetinaNet model was not only able to detect ground truth labels, but also stenosis with grades below 50%. This information is highly valuable for physicians to easily track stenotic lesions over time. The contributions of this work opens the path to a fully automated diagnostic tool for coronary artery disease to better evaluate the prognosis of patients undergoing percutaneous coronary interventions, bringing great clinical value in the field of cardiothoracic surgery. For future work, we'd like to improve upon this model by exploring attention gate layers as well as image enhancement methods. This material is based upon work supported by Carnegie Mellon University's Center for Machine Learning for Healthcare. A special thank you to the Auton Lab and my mentors, Dr. Artur Dabrowski, Dr. Kyle Miller, and Dr. Keith Diefenbach, for their guidance and support throughout this research journey.